on to you, Scorpio. So you have the Eight of Swords, the King of Wands, and you have the Chariot. So what I'm seeing here for you Scorpios is this is about how a lot of you Scorpios are a lot more intelligent when it comes to knowing how to date. The King of Wands and Chariot, and because of it, a lot of people are really going to have a serious problem with you because the games are not playing. The games are not successful anymore. And like it is, I said before, I figured the game out. See, the problem with a lot of people is that a lot of people haven't really figured the game out. The game is to front like someone has it all together, in competition with each other, going back and forth with one another, in immature type of games that ultimately waste time. And ultimately, all it is that you Scorpios have to do if you want to pull in more people is just ignore them. See, people are getting off on this delusion of grandeur of if you can make a person who is ignoring you pay attention to you and take you seriously, you've won. And it's like when I found out that's exclusively what it is, I was like, you mean to tell me that that's all it is that I need to do is just be myself? Because I'm the ghost king. I can ghost all day long. I can talk to people one week and literally forget their name the next week if they don't make a big of an impact. And it's not even anything personal. It's just that I'm focused on accomplishing my goals and handling my business. So, but now that you Scorpios got the game, because I just told it to you, and now it's, again, plus all the things that you've already learned, a lot of people are going to be giving you a difficult time. They're not going to like the fact that you Scorpios are not playing a game. You actually are keeping yourself busy. Because the truth is, most people, when they say that they keep, well, not even today, but I want to say like 10 years ago or less, I'll say 10 plus years ago, people would act like they're busy, right? That right there used to be the most frustrating stuff. But people used to act like they were busy. Now they actually are busy. And the people who are truly the busy individuals are the people who get looked down upon. That's you Scorpios. Because what I'm seeing here is, like it is that I've been talking about for a couple of months now, there is a huge uprising happening where all the people who were taken for granted are now like, okay, forget it. I'm not playing the game. Forget it. Some people may play the game and think that it's a game, but then some people are like, look, forget about this. I'll go off and I'll create my own path because I'm trying and I'm trying and I'm trying and it ain't working. And so many people are telling me to try again in a messed up social hierarchy where it's all about who's at the top and glorifying the people who are at the top, the people, you know, 6 figures, 6 feet tall, 6-pack abs, you know, or and then on the other side, very attractive, very beautiful, so attractive, in fact, to the point where it looks like they came out of a magazine. And that if they're not that attractive, then I don't want them. I'm not going to treat them with respect. When it's like at the end of the day, people who have that type of mentality, Scorpio, now you may be thinking to yourself, what does this have to do with you? Well, I'm telling you what it has to do with you. I'm telling you Scorpios the game, the psychology behind it, and how a lot of you Scorpios, you know this yourselves and you just not going for it. But I'm also letting you know that if you come back to this video, which you should be coming back to it to review your progress. That's one thing a lot of people don't tell you. You should come back to these videos to track your progress to see if you're actually doing better in the future than you were compared to when you watched it the first time. Is that the fact that you Scorpios act, like I said, you're more aware. I'm explaining to you the psychology behind it and why you Scorpios have the mentality of everything is whatever, and you Scorpios are just going to self-improve. Well, the Nine of Wands and the Devil card is about because you Scorpios know that there's something inherently rotten when it comes to the way that people think, their thought process, the way that they think. It's like what world is it beneficiary or beneficial to be youthful or to be young in your 20s and literally waste your 20s trying to prove what? That everybody is into somebody, is into them, right? And a lot of you Scorpios, you see how stupid that is, because the Devil card is about how you Scorpios, you can see how people will ultimately end up really doing themselves a disservice by having that type of mentality in the first place. The Ten of Cups and the Justice right here is about, yeah, you're right, because the Ten of Cups and the Justice right here is all about how you Scorpios choose to handle the situation now. You are going to assess the quality of the person. You're going to start off giving them a clean slate. And if they want to act like they want to be on that type of time, then you Scorpios are going to deal with them accordingly. You're going to ghost. Because what have I said? Ghosting is the answer. Ghosting, people want to see that you have options. How you act like you have options. You ghost them. You stop talking to them. That's how it is that you do it. The Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups right here represents, because the situation for you Scorpios is that a lot of you have a lot to offer, but I'm saying that you Scorpios really shouldn't be wasting your time with a bunch of do-nothings anyway, because you Scorpios are in a position where you could either look like you're busy and actually be busy, but just act however it is that you want to act. Because when it comes to this pickup artistry type stuff, and especially when people bring their persona to the internet, it's a cult of personality in the sense that a lot of times people don't want to show you who they really are. But when you legitimately don't care, seriously, or you do care, but you just know what to do, you're going to ghost a lot more often. And then the Queen of Wands represents, and it's going to get a lot of people upset. That's going to give you Scorpios a call again, because they're trying to figure out, well, what exactly is going on here with you Scorpios. So let's clarify the Queen of Wands. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, the Moon card, to clarify the Queen of Wands. Like it is I said before, here we go. The Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups right here, to clarify the Queen of Wands, is about how when you Scorpios, as you are doing your own thing, you live in your own lives, that a lot of you Scorpios probably are doing. The Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups represents, you got a lot of people upset, like I was just talking about. But they're not, obviously, they're not showing it, but you have a lot of people upset. The people that some of you Scorpios may have tried to get to know recently, and they're acting like they are sedity or better than you. Now, I don't know what they think they're better than you in, but they're acting so sedity or whatever. Yeah, you got them upset, because you Scorpios are doing your own thing. You're living your own life. Like, you got to understand, like, real talk. One side creates a whole Instagram page where they level out they Instagram page or TikTok or YouTube, right? Not really YouTube, but like they level out their social media page, right? Like friends or professional photographers taking pictures of these people. That's why a lot of those pictures come out so fanciful, because it's legitimately paid photographers. I bet you Scorpios didn't know that. That's why a lot of times people will be using them cold poses, cold or cool poses. It's because they hired a professional photographer to take those pictures. And that's the situation. You got to understand that people who are in the real world, who don't really care to flash or show anything flashy on social media, those type of people don't post up a lot of pictures. A lot of their pictures can be bad because, number one, they're not being taken from the perspective of another person, right? Another person is not taking the pictures for you to be able to actually capture the whole person's body. It's just them taking the picture if they decide to take it. And then on the other hand too, people who are in the real world, they don't really prioritize pictures like that because they're actually living their life. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you take a look at my Instagram page, it depends on what it is that you call a lot of posts, but I don't post much. And the reason why is because like people who are born with my anatomy, we don't care for that type of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like we don't care about that type of stuff. Like only vain individuals care about that type of stuff, where you got to go through the trouble of hiring a professional photographer. Like this is how they do it. So I'm trying to show you Scorpios what's behind the scenes that a lot of y'all are not understanding. Whenever it is that I make these videos and stuff like this, a lot of y'all, not you, but a lot of the zodiac signs, I don't think a lot of people in the, like some of the people are, a lot of the people actually are starting to get it, right? That's why I'm trying to show y'all what's actually going on behind the camera so that y'all can understand to not be afraid when you Scorpios actually approach somebody and then they want to act like they are better than you and that they're so sedity. I'm giving you Scorpios the game so that y'all can understand not to be offended at all when somebody is acting like a complete jerk. It's all smoke and mirrors anyway. Their social media is packed up with all these wonderful pictures because they're hiring professional photographers. Like I'm trying to show you Scorpios, this is how far people are willing to go to act like they're celebrities and front, when in reality, the people who are really the most happy in the first place are people who legitimately live their life, but also people who have learned to actually let go of their ego enough to stop allowing people, whether it's online or face-to-face, to tell them that they're not worthy to hang out with them, or to act like they're not worthy. Or to act like they are not worthy to hang out with them, when those people are losers anyway, because only a loser is going to hire a professional, a photographer, or constantly take pictures of themselves all day long. And it's not because I'm saying it. Like the only exception to that is when you legitimately have like a real social media page that you are running a business from. Then that actually makes real sense. But in the real world, just like paying people now to take photos of you to front like you are a celebrity when you're not is crazy. But this is what I'm trying to tell you, Scorpios. This is what I'm trying to tell all the zodiac signs, especially the zodiac signs that come over here. I'm teaching you Scorpios game. This is not about virality for me. This is about the fact that I'm teaching the zodiac signs. I'm teaching all of y'all what the real game is and how to actually see behind the game, to stop allowing the games to disempower you. And it's the disbelief. I am in disbelief at how it is that foolishness can go viral, but good game isn't going viral. That's the irony and the downright stupidity of it. The fact that everybody needs a dose of reality right now, and yet at the same time, that's not what's going viral. What's going viral is the crazy nonsense that people get up on the internet and say, like the Hawk Tua, that Hawk Tua situation got managers and has crazy opportunities. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're living in a clown world. This is what I want you Scorpios to understand. This is why there needs to be way more views on my Scorpio videos. I'm not trying to hear excuses, because I'm giving y'all the game so that y'all can understand it for yourselves, why you Scorpios shouldn't be so bent out of shape when you Scorpios, as attractive as a lot of y'all are, walk up to somebody and the person tells you straight to your face no, or they like to play all kind of mind games with you. I'm showing you Scorpios that behind all the mind games, these people are goofy. It's not real. You dig what I'm saying? These people are grifters. You understand what I'm saying? So the Nine of Pentacles represents, and look, man, the Nine of Pentacles, and look, man, I'm gonna have to start showing y'all proof of the grifting. But the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles represents how this is how it is that you end up winning the game. You end up winning the game by the Nine of Pentacles, not playing. You send people on a wild goose chase, chasing after their own tail because they're playing, because the game is a self-defeating, circuitous adventure. Meaning what? Meaning that it's self-defeating. The people who play the game, who pedestalize the game, who make the game important, all of them lose. There's never been a winner of the game. Not Kim Kardashian, not any of these people who act like they win. What has Kim Kardashian won? Kim Kardashian is right back to the streets. Still can't hold on to anybody. And Kanye, not playing the game in that area at least, right, is already remarried. So even the winner, the person who was the winner 4 or 5 years ago, isn't even the winner now because they can't stop playing the game. You see what I'm saying? So the moon right here represents really getting in touch with your own power, Scorpio, because the moon is also about hidden power as well, power that you refuse to accept about yourself.